Does anybody care about Victor Ortiz? I don't. I don't care if he comes back. I don't care who he fights. You know why? Because I'm sick and tired of giving him chances. When you look at Luis Collazo, when he got knocked out in February, and you seen the way he turned around and he put his ass up in the air, like, you know how cats walk around with their tail up and their ass all out? That's how he looked. He looked like a pussycat. When I look at him headbutting Floyd Mayweather in the biggest fight of his life, and then even though he took some clean shots from Mayweather, or when it comes to the cheap shot, whatever you want to call it, I feel he could have gotten up. Because if you look at photos and pictures at the post-fight press conference and anything after the fight, he's all smiling and giggly, you know, almost like he got a check. So I asked myself, how many chances am I going to give Victor Ortiz? If you go look at his fight with Marcos El Chino Maidana, when he put Maidana down, what, like 3 times? I forgot. And then he quit. Look at Jose Zito Lopez. Jose Zito Lopez is close to getting an American fight. Jose Zito Lopez fought Marcos Maidana, who's a Floyd Mayweather opponent. Jose Zito Lopez fought Saul Canelo Alvarez, El Cineman. So once again, I ask you, what has Victor Ortiz done for you lately? Jose Zito Lopez broke his jaw. Yes, we know he couldn't continue the fight, but when you think about Victor Ortiz, what comes to your mind? I know what comes to my mind. I think when I watch a Victor Ortiz fight, I'm watching to see if he's going to make it through the fight. Just like when I watch Amir Khan fights, I watch Amir Khan fights to see if Amir Khan is not going to get knocked out. Simple logic, right? If you don't know, I am T Street Controversy. I call the show T Street Controversy Live. I cover boxing. Got a few burst blood vessels in my eyes. No, I'm not gonna let you see it. But Victor Ortiz, when I say, okay, all right, there's a good chance he'll be fighting at 154. But when I think about who can Victor Ortiz beat, because it's not that Victor Ortiz doesn't have punching power. It's not that he's not vicious. It's the fact that he's a bitch. I was getting ready to sugarcoat it, and I was like, you know, just call it like it is. You know, he's a head case. Shit don't be going right up there sometimes, man. And you think this is the sweet science, but he just sweet. Pause. I say this. Andre Berto has returned. Andre Berto versus Victor Ortiz would be a hell of a matchup. They can finally get that underway. Remember, they were supposed to have a rematch, but Andre Berto had some issues with some drug tests that he may or may not have failed. If I remember, I covered the story, but I got short-term memory loss, long story. I believe he failed the drug test, if I'm correct, and the rematch was off. So both of these fighters back, both of them at a crossroads, it'd be kind of like a career match. You know, Andre Berto can't take another loss right now, especially take a second loss to Victor Ortiz. And we know that Victor Ortiz definitely can't take a loss. And if he takes a loss, he got to go out fighting on his shield, because if there's any controversy around the fight, he's still going to be labeled a bitch. You know why the Expendables 3 flopped? It flopped because he was in it. Because boxing fans were like, yo, who is this bitch-ass Victor Ortiz? I know I got pissed off. I've seen every Expendables movie in the theater, all 3 of them. And once I saw Victor Ortiz, I got pissed off. And I was like, that's it. I'm about to walk out. That's it. I was like, listen, I was going to email Lionsgate Films or whoever produced the movie, and I was going to say, listen, I want my money back, but I don't want it back from the theater. I want it back from you. I want to give you a hassle because you put Victor Ortiz in your movie, like boxing fans fuck with him, like boxing fans gonna be like, oh, Victor Ortiz is in the Expendables, I'm gonna go see it. Victor Ortiz is labeled as a bitch in the boxing community. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So him tweeting that he's gonna return makes me wonder, like, well, why do I care? Why do I care? Like, I can see if it was like, oh, he's a threat. But all you got to do is crack Victor Ortiz a couple times, punch him in his mouth a couple of times clean, and there's a good chance he's going to bitch up. I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live with Real Combat Media. I run a boxing forum, and I cover every single major fight live. So this weekend, just so happened, it is exactly 12:43 Eastern Standard Time, September the 12th, 2014. In 24 hours, 48 hours, I don't remember how many hours it's going to be. But basically, on September the 13th, there was going to, in fact, let me give you a little treat. It's on right now, live. Fox Sports 1 just went off, so the boxing.
Wait to the end.
Oh, missed it. But I'm going to be covering Mayweather versus McDonough 2 live. I predicted that Mayweather's going to lose to McDonough, and I'm going to be here live immediately after her, because people are going to say, ah, you were wrong, T Street, ha ha ha, but I'm going to go out on my shield. T Street Controversy Live.